Have you ever wondered what unseen factors might have triggered the cataclysmic events of World War II? Beneath the surface of the infamous battles and political maneuvers, there existed a complex web of unseen catalysts that played a significant role in the outbreak of World War II. Let's delve into these often overlooked elements that contributed to one of the darkest chapters in human history. One of the primary unseen catalysts was the Treaty of Versailles, a peace treaty that concluded the First World War. This treaty imposed harsh and punitive reparations on Germany, leading to economic depression and public resentment. The treaty's economic demands crippled Germany's economy, creating a breeding ground for political extremism. This economic depression in Germany was a critical catalyst. The country's desperation and discontent created a ripe environment for the rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. Hitler exploited the economic turmoil and the public's resentment of the Treaty of Versailles, promising to restore Germany's prestige and power. In the south, Italy was also experiencing a wave of discontent. The rise of fascism under Benito Mussolini and the surge of nationalism were key unseen catalysts. Mussolini's fascist regime, with its aggressive foreign policy and nationalistic fervor, further destabilized an already fragile Europe. The League of Nations, an intergovernmental organization founded on the premise of maintaining worldwide peace, was another unseen catalyst. Despite its noble intentions, the League of Nations failed to prevent the aggressive actions of the Axis powers. Its inability to enforce peace and prevent the escalation of conflict was a significant factor in the road to World War II. So, while the world was watching the visible signs of growing tensions, these unseen catalysts were silently shaping the future. They were the underlying currents flowing stealthily beneath the surface and ultimately leading to the outbreak of a war that would engulf the world. These unseen catalysts were the sparks that ignited the powder keg of tensions leading to World War II. Now that we understand the underlying causes, how did the war unfold on the global stage? The spark that ignited the powder keg of World War II was the invasion of Poland by Germany in September of 1939. This act of aggression was a blatant violation of international law, and it forced Britain and France to declare war on Germany. The world was once again plunged into the throes of global conflict, but the war wasn't just confined to Europe. It expanded to the Pacific when Japan, an ally of Germany, attacked Pearl Harbor in December of 1941. This unexpected act of aggression drew the United States into the fray, adding another layer to the complex web of alliances and enmities that characterized the war. The war was marked by several key battles and turning points. The Battle of Stalingrad, for instance, was a brutal, months-long confrontation between the Soviet Union and Germany. It ended in a decisive Soviet victory, marking a significant turning point in the war. The Battle of Normandy, also known as D-Day, was another pivotal moment. It marked the beginning of the Allied invasion of Western Europe and the start of the end for Hitler's Third Reich. Across the Pacific, the Battle of Midway was a turning point in the war against Japan. This decisive naval battle halted the Japanese advance in the Pacific and marked the beginning of a series of Allied victories. The role of technology and code-breaking cannot be ignored. The work of cryptographers, such as those at Britain's Bletchley Park, played a vital role in the war. By cracking the German Enigma code, they were able to provide crucial intelligence that helped the Allies win key battles. World War II was not just a series of battles and declarations of war. It was a complex tapestry of events, driven by a multitude of factors that affected every corner of the globe. It was a war that reshaped the world and left a lasting legacy that we still grapple with today. The war was a complex tapestry of events that affected every corner of the globe. The war ended, but what was the cost and what legacy did it leave behind? World War II, the most devastating conflict in human history, left an indelible mark on the world. An estimated 70 to 85 million lives were lost, cities lay in ruin, and entire nations were left to pick up the pieces. In the ashes of this destruction, the United Nations was born, a beacon of hope for a world weary of war. Its creation marked a concerted effort to foster international cooperation and prevent future conflicts, but as one war ended, another began. The Cold War erupted, dividing the world into two ideological camps. Germany, once a powerful aggressor, was split into East and West, a physical manifestation of the Cold War. Decolonization began in earnest as nations in Asia and Africa asserted their independence, reshaping the global political landscape. World War II forever shaped the course of human history, and its impacts are still seen today.